Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So today we're going to see what the person who is thinking about you does not want you to know currently. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading. When it comes to the person who is thinking of my viewers, what does that person not want my viewers to know when it comes to love? What does that person not want my viewers to know currently when it comes to love? Two more shuffles. All right, so let's see what comes out here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. They're really insecure, and they're also a bit pissed off. It's giving energy of them possibly trying to do things to make you jealous, or this is someone who has a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Yeah, it's coming out like this person wants to bother you. But with the King of Swords being right next to that, many of you are not giving this person the reaction that they're looking for. It's coming off like they're viewing you as cold and detached, and that really gets under this person's skin. At the top of the deck, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. They are spying on you. For a few of you, it's a bit beyond spying. This person could be sulking. Their mind is all over the place. They can't think straight. It's also coming out like they've been talking a lot about you. So yeah, this person is a mess as of now. And it's mainly because they view you as someone who's detached, or they think that you're nonchalant. For a few of you, this person could come toward you with some communication, but just know that it may not be direct. So they could leave you to read between the lines, or they could say things that don't really make sense. Give me more. Yeah, they're mad. They're a bit pissed off with you, all because you're not in your feelings, or at least you're not coming off as though you are. Thank you. We have Temperance, and that card came out in reverse as well. This person is imbalanced, okay? Some of you are going to see them go from one extreme to the next. It's coming off like they're going to go above and beyond to try and get a response out of you. Just know that they could come toward you with some reckless behavior, so make sure that you don't entertain any toxicity. They also feel like they have to hurry up and do something. They could feel that way because they're viewing you as someone who has made up your mind. They do want to come in and redeem themselves, but it's also giving energy of them feeling as though you've moved on with your life. Some of you are willing to forgive this person, but they're a bit inconsistent. So even if they were to come in letting you know that they want to make things up, I just feel like they won't keep it up in the long run, especially with the Knight of Wands being here. For a few of you, this person could come in with a hot temper or a bad temper. So they could say some things to try and piss you off, or to try and get under your skin. It's coming out like they're going to say some things without thinking, all because they're wanting a response. But see, instead of them operating out of their higher self, I feel like this person's going to come toward you with some conflict. So just make sure that you do not match this person's energy, okay? They're tense at the moment. They're on edge. They're pissed off. They're insecure. They're jealous. And so it's giving energy of them wanting to make you pay for the way that they're feeling. It's really weird. With the Temperance card being in reverse, along with the Page of Swords in reverse, if they have a way of spying on you, for example, if they have access to your social media, Whatever they're seeing is driving them crazy. Even if you're not posting on social media, it's driving them crazy. For some of you, there are certain people that this person is talking to in regards to you. And that person, or at least one person in particular, thinks that they're a little bit cuckoo. Yeah, it's like they're telling someone that they don't care what has happened between the two of you, that they don't really take you seriously, that they're detached, they're cold, they're not giving you any attention. They're coming off as though they don't care. But the things that they're doing or their actions prove otherwise. I feel like they're always talking about you. So at this point, the people around them are thinking, man, if you're really over Mystic Goddess's viewer, if you really detached from him or her, why are you always bringing them up? That's the energy that it's giving. And whatever they're saying about you, I feel like they're going to extremes or they're exaggerating, but the people that they're talking to are aware that they're exaggerating. So at this point, they just look crazy. They look crazy. This person may not know how to manage their emotions well, okay? It's also coming out like there are certain people that they're talking to about you that feels as though this person is either jealous or they're lacking confidence. At this point, other people are viewing them as a bully. Whatever they're saying is not nice. It's really nasty. But like I said, at this point, they're looking at this person like they're crazy. And with the Temperance card being in reverse, they may very well have some type of imbalance going on. It's giving like bipolar type of energy, or like they have a split personality, something along those lines. And of course, I am not a psychiatrist, but I see it, so I'm going to say it. At this point, there are times when they come off calm, cool, and collected. They come off as though they don't have a care in the world. And then the next moment, they're about to crash out. They're raging. They're pissed off. They're angry. They're bitter. My goodness. I feel like they use other people to try and spy on you as well. If it's not that, then they could be researching people they know that you're close to in hopes of trying to get information in regards to you. But there's something that this person is going to do. It's not going to be planned. It's going to be spur of the moment. And it's going to make you feel like they're off their rocker. You're going to see a crazy side to this person, or you're going to see something that makes you feel like they need to seek some type of help. But whatever they do is going to be really extreme and really reckless. Now, if they don't do it toward you, they're going to put themselves in a reckless situation. This is crash out type of energy. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I don't want anybody crashing out. But you coming off indifferent, you coming off unbothered, you coming off like you just don't care anymore is really getting under this person's skin. They're stressed out. Stressed out and about to crash out. Give me more. Thank you. All right, we have the King of Cups. So they're still in love with you. Very much still in love with you. It's also coming out like they're trying to get advice in regards to you, but because they're not thinking clearly, I don't feel as though they're receptive to it. With the Seven of Cups being in reverse, along with the Six of Swords here, they're in disarray. This person is confused. They're not thinking clearly. I also feel like they tried to move on and distract themselves with someone else, or they tried to distract themselves by using a substance, either a substance or some type of poor coping mechanism. But see, it's not working. The distance is actually making their heart grow fonder. And see, another reason why they're so pissed off with you is because even though they may have other options, they feel like those other options lack purpose. No one else compares to you. So yeah, they're sitting up here driving themselves crazy, still holding on to you, still holding on to you dearly. And one of the reasons is because of the way that you handled their heart, the way that you nurtured this person. You're really solid. You've been there for them. With the Four of Pentacles along with the Queen of Pentacles holding a pentacle, it lets me know that some of you were with this person or there for this person during some of their darkest times when they had no one else to lean on. Some of you may have even helped to build this person up in some way, whether it was trying to help build up their confidence, trying to get them to see their full potential. Some of you helped this person out financially. Even though they were stingy toward you, you really took care of this person. And the way that you took care of them will be different for all of you. Yeah, you were like their comfort blanket. And if you've decided to turn your back on them, or if you've decided to move on with your life, this is someone who is free falling with nothing to catch them. So the energy that they're in right now is extremely reckless. It's almost a bit disturbing. And I pray that God really gives this person some type of peace, because with the Temperance card in reverse, they have no peace and everyone around them can see it. They're not thinking logically. They do want to reconcile with you. I also feel like they're thinking about times when you were there for them. Whatever they were giving you is pretty much basic or meager compared to what you were giving them. You were very much generous, even though they were lacking when it comes to reciprocity. Many of you were healing to this person. Whatever you gave to them, it has sentimental value. And I'm not talking about just tangible things. Now, for some of you, there is something that you may have gifted this person with, or there's something that they may have that belongs to you, and they keep that as a keepsake. So it has sentimental value. But for others of you, whatever you were providing, it holds sentimental value to this person because it's priceless. Some of you help to elevate this person on a soul level. Okay? On a soul level. So yeah, they want to reconcile. They are wanting to reconcile with you. But many of you are holding back. You're a lot more stingy with your energy, and I don't blame you. You are tired of giving your energy to people who are unappreciative. With the Queen of Pentacles being here, you guys really tried to stick things out with them. For the Queen of Pentacles to want to turn his or her back on someone, for the Queen of Pentacles to be ready to move on with his or her life, for the Queen of Pentacles to become stingy with his or her energy, the person had to have completely went way too far. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who sticks around. The Queen of Pentacles does not budge easily. So it lets me know that you guys were really there for this person through their rights, through their wrongs, through their ups, through their downs. When they had no one else to lean on, you was there. You were there. So for you to be holding back when you were in the Queen of Pentacles energy toward this person, it lets me know that they went way too far. Way too far. Because the Queen of Pentacles will put up with a lot. At the top of the deck, we have the Tower card. Crash out. This person is ready to crash out. They're also going through a Tower moment right now that's triggering a lot of trauma within them. It's giving energy of a sudden change that came in out of nowhere, and they don't really know how to deal with it. We have the Star card here as well. There's something that's happening in their life at the moment that's acting as a wake-up call, but it's also going to test their faith. With the Sun card being here, along with the Two of Wands, whatever they're going through, it is a consequence of their own decisions. But this Tower moment is not meant to destroy them. It's meant to shake up their world, inspire them to see things differently, inspire them to get on the right path, and inspire them to take the initiative in order to redeem themselves, not just in regards to this relationship, but in regards to their life in general. This is someone who also has a very important mission here, but they got lost along the way. So the Tower moment is meant to act as a catalyst in order for this person to get out of their comfort zone. It's meant to stir some things up so that they can focus on the things and the people that they need to be focused on. So yeah, if you have decided to turn your back, or if you pulled away, they're shaking up over it. Okay, now those of you who are dealing with this person currently, I still feel like there are going to be some things that you're going to notice with them that are not quite right. Okay, you're going to start giving them the side eye. Nothing is going to make sense. I'm telling you guys that right now. This person's going to start doing things and you're going to be like, what was that about? Or why would he or she do that? It's going to make you think that they're losing their mind. But I also feel like it's a bit of a way to divert your attention or to redirect you back toward them. So they feel like at this point they have to do something extreme, either to make you turn back around, to draw you back in, or just to get your attention, just to get a response. See, they can't stand to be ignored. But see, the audacity is there were a lot of times when they ignored you. There were a lot of times that this person made you feel ignored. So they're going to be doing some things that they think will demand your attention, all because they can't take what they dish out. They've been nonchalant with you. They seem to be unbothered throughout the relationship. This is someone who came off as though they didn't take the relationship seriously. This is someone who was cold. They came off as though they were in control of their emotions, especially in regards to you and the connection. So now that you have tapped into the energy of not reacting, or at least not reacting to the extent that you used to, they don't know how to take it. It's coming out like you're not necessarily trying to fix things. Now, some of you are, but you're still protecting your heart. Okay? I just feel like you're not going to the extreme that you used to, especially when it comes to trying to make things work. Now, also, I do feel like you kind of went from one extreme to another, because at one point, you guys were overextending. You were overplaying your part. You were playing your part, the person's part. I mean, you were the star of your own show or your own play. You played the star character and all of the other characters. Okay? That's just how much you overextended. You did your part, you did their part too. You carried your burdens, you also carried their burdens. You went from overextending to the extreme to not really doing anything anymore. But see, that's what happens when you take someone for granted for so long, because I do feel like that's what happened here. So now they have to deal with it. They have to deal with it. Give me one more card. They are very insecure. Very insecure. Very unstable. We have the Ace of Swords, and we also have the Seven of Pentacles. Both of those cards came out crossing. Now, if you notice, it came out on top of the Queen of Pentacles along with the Four of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles being here, even though you were overly generous, even though you really did the best that you could in order to create a stable foundation between the two of you, at this point, some of you could feel like enough is enough. I mean, you persevered. You tried your best to make progress. You were patient. I'm not saying that you did everything perfectly, but you're tired of being lowballed. This is someone who definitely downplayed your value, your worth. They downplayed the vital role that you played in their life. They downplayed it. It's also coming out like this person is having a hard time when it comes to facing this reality check. There are certain things that they've done or said during arguments that may have been brutal. I feel like this is someone who speaks words of destruction, especially whenever they're hostile, whenever they're angry, whenever they're upset. And it's also coming out like there was a lot of confusion going on in the connection. They would make it seem as though they wanted to plant seeds with you. They would make it seem as though they wanted to make things work, but then their actions proved otherwise. I also feel like whenever this person would get upset, they would say things that they didn't mean, okay? But I don't feel like it was just one time. So you may have even gotten to the point where you wonder if this person truly felt the way that they felt because of the nasty things that they would say to you. With the Ten of Cups being at the bottom of the deck, along with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you're going to be fine regardless. And those of you who do decide to move on, this person knows that it's their karma. All right? You're going to be fine. I see you guys bossing up, and it's going to happen really quickly. And just watch. For some of you, this person's going to be coming out of nowhere anyway, very soon. For some of you, they're going to be coming out of nowhere really soon. But for others of you, it's like once you feel like everything is working in your favor, once you feel like you have gained happiness within, you're feeling fulfilled, everything is working out for you. Okay, that's when this person's going to rush in. That's when they're going to rush in, and you're being asked to guard yourself. Guard yourself. Many of you know that if you were to choose to continue dealing with this person while they're in the energy that they're in, it would be a stalemate. It would be a stalemate. You cannot force someone to be open. You cannot force someone to get out of their comfort zone. But you have definitely overplayed your part. So whatever happens at this point in time, I feel like you did the best that you could. You were not perfect. You made mistakes as well. But I do know that you had good intentions because the Queen of Pentacles is here. And the Justice card. So, yeah, when they do come toward you, do not fall for it. And if this has happened and you already fell for it, it's all right. Just get back on your throne. Make sure that you adjust your crown. And, you know, you had your moment. That's okay. It doesn't define who you are. Sometimes you have to let a person know where they had you messed up at. But don't you ever lower your standards. And don't you ever allow this person to define who you are or what you're worth. Your happiness is not attached to them. That's why they're mad. All right. And so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time. Bye.